Okay, YouTube and Twitch are streaming. I, I think I said 2023. I meant 2024. I don't know. 2024 isn't too bad currently. It's not as bad as 2021. Exactly. Or 2022. Exactly. We're on an uptick.
Yeah. It's just a very gradual uptick.
Oh, apparently I left Momo outside. Give me a second.
Oh, poor Momo.
Come on. Come on. Either you come in or you stay out there.
Beef.
I also just found out my door does not close properly.
Oh, pain.
Pain,
Endless pain.
pain and agony.
Pain, suffering, agony.
And all while being gay too.
I think the door not closing properly is homophobic.
You know what? I think so too.
So glad we could come to this agreement. We're not biased.
We're not biased. We are non-binary.
Yeah, exactly. We're non-biased.
We're non-binary.
That sounds like a Pokemon.
That's Pokemon's first non-binary Pokemon.
Porygon? Arceus? Rotom?
Yeah, they're taking the Disney approach.
Oh, the robots are non-binary. Good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And God.
Obviously, God is non-binary. What is this blasphemy you speak, Gray?
That's really true. Sometimes you're a big horse, you don't understand gender, and you don't care to.
And you send children to the past.
Yeah, and you're like, go on, fight for me. Fight me for me. I think it would be fun.
It's like, no.
Doesn't seem like you have a choice.
I feel like I do have a choice.
Hmm, Go to the future yourself then.
You also sent Train Guy here.
Oh, that one was a mistake, but you know what? They can keep him.
Momo!
Terrible beast.
He's screaming at the door because I closed it.
Does he want you to go look out a window with him? That's what
No,
Robert does when he doesn't want to come in and still screams at the door.
no, I don't think that's it. I think he just wants, he doesn't like it when I'm not in his sight.
He's a weenie.
Like, he literally herds me into my room.
That's silly.
You gonna come in?
Tuxedos are so bossy.
There we go.
Momo time.
Alright, let's get into this.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
don't think we should be doing this.
Now we're getting it all out before it takes us 11 minutes to rolling insight again.
We are 5 minutes in to
Oh
live
god.
streaming. This is specifically why I
Huh.
didn't start recording.
That makes sense.
Let me check if Twitch is
Do you
actually
wanna
streaming.
do a final yeah before we get started?
I already hit the record button though.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, oh heck.
It says we're live, but
Hmm.
Twitch is always so weird, and I don't know why.
I will check on mobile.
Oh, we're live, I think.
Oh. About to do something to my ears.
That's not a good idea.
Eh.
We're good.
Mm.
We're live. We're not showing video, but
Oh,
we're live.
excellent. Excellent.
Luckily, we're live on YouTube. That's for sure.
Yeah. Do you want me to do a proper overlay for this series?
Probably.
Okay. We can talk about that later.
We can talk about that after these messages. Do you want to play D&D? Do you want to play literally anything else but D&D?
Base.
Do you want
Go
to
to start playing.
pay someone to
Hmm.
be your dungeon master? Go to start playing.
Do you want to pay someone to do the shit Alex did to me in City of Mist? Do you want to be completely immobile for 2 days?
Oh, did it 2 days in 2 days?
It did. It very much did. That's how you know you ran a good session.
And do you want to feel like God has turned against you? Go to start playing.
And God has turned against you in a different way than normal.
Go to start playing. Go to start playing. As you can see, our sponsor for today is me
Mm.
playing Dungeons and Dragons with potentially you or City of Mist. Hey,
Or Monster of the Week.
or literally any game.
Mm.
All right. So, welcome to Rolling Insight, the talk show where we talk about what happened in the last couple of weeks. I am your host, Dylan. This is Gray, also a host.
Yes.
Um, hey Gray, how's it going?
Hi. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Alex.
Oh. Okay. I'm Gray.
This is the energy we started off with.
Yeah.
Cool. So, um,
Mm. What's up? What's on your mind? What are we
oh,
cooking today?
today, last week, the last couple of weeks have been interesting.
In the least self-deprecating way possible. I really do love this session. I wasn't there for. I love everyone's characters.
Yeah, that session was interesting.
Really good.
A lot of me manipulating people.
Yeah, that's Basil for you. Oh.
If you needed proof that we're live.
Yeah, that was a jump scare.
Be terrified.
I am. Who is
Uh,
that dog? Hmm?
so
Yes.
we have a lot. Do you want to go for questions, or do you want
Like,
me to start with questions?
mm, I'd like to hear one of your questions. I'm curious.
I am curious of what's going to happen in Heavenly Resources. I'm very because you keep teasing me about Violet's character. How do you think the
So
dynamic
good.
will be played between me and Violet's character?
I think it'll go one or two ways. You two will hate each other's guts, or you'll find some weird common ground and be the most fiendish, devilish kind of solidarity.
Interesting.
I don't see a middle ground. It could go a middle ground.
You're making
I'll
my
acknowledge it. Mm,
you're making my anxiety about this interaction a lot worse.
I'm so sorry.
Uh, It's okay. I think it's just gonna get worse.
Hey, at least Heavenly Resources should be not entirely intense.
I don't believe you.
My games aren't that intense. They're kind of chillax, you know?
Excuse me?
Uh-huh.
You I'm gonna need you to say that again.
Okay, my games are
Straight face.
really
Straight
chillax.
face.
I can't do that
I know. You know why you can't do that?
because I'm not straight.
I mean, yeah. I'm more meant, don't like have a voice crack in the middle of the sentence.
Okay, my games are typically really chillax.
But they aren't. Trade.
Since when? Train?
Yeah.
Ah, the train.
Seeing my own death.
Through your mother's eyes, yeah.
Those are very intense moments.
Yes, there's a lot of silly ones between.
Oh, like
Uh, there was Zamus Breadwater the Third. There was Christopher,
there
the
was
guard.
giving Violet arachnophobia.
Yeah.
There was giving me an existential crisis.
Mm.
There was the fox dragon,
I'd like to think he's still alive.
the barrel of dolls.
Yeah, and don't forget all the petrified rats in a decrepit machine.
And let's not forget my body swapping experience.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
intense.
Pokemon's chillax right now.
That's not fair. You just also you said right now.
Uh-huh.
You haven't even gotten to the legendaries yet.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I gotta love. Anyways, is it my turn to ask a question?
I guess so.
Or do you want to ask another one?
No, you can ask a question.
Okay, can I ask what I ask for every new campaign we do?
Sorry?
Can I ask a question that I ask for every new campaign we do that you run?
Uh, maybe.
Oh, well, I'm doing it anyway. If you were a player in City of Mist, what would you want to do for your character?
Uh, no, not this. Anything but this.
If you have to choose one.
I. um, City of Mist
Mm.
has become such a hyperfixation that I want to play in this game because it's so much fun. But I'm loving DMing it or MCing it. Um,
Absolutely. Mm.
I would probably go for something similar to Peter, except just, not the wish or fortune telling stuff, but the utterly intense without actually trying to be utterly intense.
Yay!
You know the stuff that
It's very
you
fun.
shouldn't you've been like, I wasn't trying to threaten Calvin.
I wasn't.
That's a lie.
I was not. It wasn't until I realized that I was being intense that I was like, fine, I'll lean into it.
This is what Gray sounds like when they're lying.
No,
Yeah.
I say a lot of intense things all the time on accident.
And then, but yeah, I want to be just accidentally intense.
Yeah, as a treat.
So Gray, how are you feeling after last episode?
It's like I said earlier, I was immobile for 2 days.
I like that we upped it to two
Like,
days.
yeah, I was plagued by the Peter thoughts, lying on the cold hard ground.
Now, were you plagued by the Peter thoughts by just by? See, I feel like it's different. I feel like you were
Hmm.
plagued by the Peter thoughts by what's gonna happen next.
A little bit of what's gonna happen next, and changing some things that I thought happened before the campaign because it fit better.
Interesting. Like what?
Uh, I think I've talked about it a lot and then never elaborated to you in DM because it's like I've said before, Peter has some repressed memories about awakening. Uh, and I will explain my initial thoughts in DM because I don't want to spoil things here.
Okay.
Uh, but I was just changing to make it fit how the game has been going and how Peter behaved because
Right.
my initial thoughts were more in line with someone who hasn't played their character yet and has that wiggle room.
Oh yeah.
If, yeah, sometimes your characters grab you by the shoulders and go, "No, this is who I am."
And then we're like, how did you do that?
Don't worry about it.
I feel like I need to worry about it just a little bit.
That obsession you had when you were younger, it's coming back through me.
Do we? What is Peter's
Hmm.
motivation currently?
I think Peter's motivation at the very moment of -1 inspiration is that he wants to see to it that everyone's safe, but at the same time he doesn't really trust Seishi oh, for some reason. Who knows?
Baffling.
Yeah. Uh he doesn't trust Seishi at the moment, but he wants to keep everyone safe because he has the unfortunate reality of being himself.
Why wouldn't he trust Seishi? That seems strange.
It's just the guy who stalks him sometimes and
Exactly.
is sharing their intimate conversation with someone who wants to harm him. That one got me fucked up.
I think I think what else was interesting was Vi and Seishi saying the exact same thing.
Yeah, I love that. I love that so much.
It was that was I don't even think they planned it. It was just, oh yeah, he wants to hurt you. Which I don't think he said to either of them.
He didn't. He really didn't. He just had the vibe.
I don't even think he had that vibe. I think he was like, I just want what Peter stole back.
He has a vibe because he shoved Peter in a box.
I feel like that's unfair.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Peter deserves to be in a
I
box
think,
sometimes.
I'm not gonna argue with that. You're right. Uh, Here's a question. How big is the city exactly? And is there like any art fairs around that they do annually?
There are art fairs that they do annually. Um,
Nice.
the kind of the wow. Did everyone hear me zone
Hmm.
out?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi.
cool. Hi. Uh, how big the city is? I wanted it to be comparable to like Toronto slash New York, like big
Mm.
city, but with rural, like not rural, but like areas where it's more suburban.
Oh, okay. Perfect. What's the art fair sitch?
The art fair is kind of they like there's the big convention center that like it has like the Comic Con Fan Expo type thing, but like there are art festivals that kind of go outside into the outskirts of the city type deal where like Peter and Liberty and else seem to live not in the actual city.
Based.
Because y'all have made basically not country folk, but like suburban folk.
You can really tell that Alex is the big city person of all of us, and the rest of us are like, I, there is 3 stores in my town.
Honestly, yeah. Like,
It is.
Yeah, because I keep running into like this was supposed to be like a like an urban city, like urban sprawl alleys type thing, and everyone went like, so we're specifically in this town a little bit to the south of the city, and I'm like, the fuck, guys? How did you put me back into the GTA?
Oh, simple. The call's coming from inside the house.
The thing is, I'm not really a big city type. I didn't live in downtown Toronto. I lived in the suburban, and I'm like, how? I'm back here? Really?
No. Ooh. Uh, Sorry to do three questions in a row, but how much of your personal experiences in like living in and around a city is like do you put into this game?
Everything that's happening currently outside the financial district, that is like we've got like our small town folk, is my experience
Ooh.
living in that area. Because I am also not city folk, so we haven't really gone into the city that much, which matches my experience to a T.
Fair. We have one big city convenience store we like going to, and it's like 1 block away from the Jerry's.
How, after the dream, after the stress of that dream, how is Peter feeling like about reality currently? Because that was reality altering of like, hey, you're seeing what might happen next, and now you're seeing this. You woke up into this.
There's a lot he feels about it because number one, he's in tune enough with the Morning Star that he has a lot of control over his premonitions usually. So that's already a really weird experience for him, and he hates that. He also is mad at himself for being so upset about a dream, even though it's not really a dream. If you can feel something hurting you and you can feel the ground under you and the rain hitting you, that's not a dream. That's something much more nefarious. Uh, I didn't say that word right, but
No, you
weeball.
didn't.
I was saying it right in my head, and the Calamere filter came out.
Nefarious.
Nefarious. Uh, Something far more nefarious. So I think he's really stressed, like more stressed than he knows what to deal with.
Okay.
Because I don't think he knows how to handle stress because he's usually very confident and feels like he knows what's gonna happen at any point in time.
Now, here's the next question.
Eh?
How bad? How's because we got to the end of the session. What are Peter's first thoughts as he opens that door?
The door to his house?
The door to Seishi's house.
Um, on,
Seeing
oh
Solomon.
boy. His first thoughts, despite like how kind of bitter he is about Seishi betraying him so thoroughly, is he has to get Seishi out of there. He's really worried, but he also doesn't want Solomon to be left alone in Hana's home. And he's like, I have to play this cool. I have to play this like nothing happened, even though he probably visibly looks like something happened.
Yeah, he visibly looks stressed.
He didn't put his piercings in. He put very little effort into his routine.
He's wearing a shirt without a boob window.
Yeah, it's bad. It's rough. He
That's
just threw
that,
on a sweatshirt.
yeah, that's rough, buddy.
The most ungay he's ever looked. Still fruity. Don't
Still
get
for
me wrong. He's visibly stressed, but he's like, I gotta play it cool. I gotta be like, this is my day off. That's why I look like this.
Solomon just says, "This is the straightest you've ever looked, Peter."
Almost perfect.
I don't like how easy I can get into that voice.
That's because Solomon is your Blorbo.
He's not. He's
He
very
could
much
be.
not my Blorbo.
That's fair. Too capitalistic.
Too capitalistic.
Ooh, can I ask how, like, if this is something that'll be revealed in session, tell me, how long has Basil Juice been in complete control over Solomon? Like, when was the last time Solomon was Solomon?
When was the last time Solomon was Solomon?
Yeah,
Beelzebub was already in control in the first session. When we see
that check.
Solomon on the tower releasing the flies, that was Beelzebub.
Red Eyes, yeah.
Yeah. I do think Beelzebub has mastered it to a point that he can switch it well enough that people don't actually think anything's up.
Mm, that makes sense. So when was the last time Solomon was Solomon? Is there a specific time?
Um, it's been at least a year.
Hmm. That is kind of tragic.
Yeah, I'm
If
really
only
giving I'm,
Solomon didn't.
I'm really
Hmm?
giving Sullivan some sympathy with what
He's
happened in the
gonna wake
last
up.
with what happened in the
Hmm?
last Rolling Insight and now this information.
He's gonna wake up feeling like such shit.
Does Peter still think he can save Solomon?
Yes. He knows that they'll never be friends again because he would not be able to look at Solomon the same way. But he thinks there has to be a way. Uh,
Interesting.
and again, that's just the unfortunate reality of being Peter. Are
Peter
there
just
any
keeps
important?
trying.
Huh?
Peter just keeps trying.
What?
Peter just keeps trying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, so at the end of that one shot, by the way, and again, if this is gonna be revealed in session at some point, tell me. But what happened between Kalinda and Solomon post one shot?
So I'm gonna say this. Peter and Solomon awoke at the same time. First,
Ooh.
Kalinda had already awoken,
Mm,
so that was already a thing. That was already like Peter and Solomon had awoken Kalinda witnessed both.
Ooh, interesting.
And I kind of want to get into Peter's awakening like later in the campaign or later in like season 2 or 3 or something, just because
Mm.
I have an idea of what awoke Peter, and I don't want to step on your idea.
We could probably find a compromise.
Yeah, we definitely.
We can talk about that after rolling insight if you'd like.
But
Because, haha, no spoilers.
yeah, no spoilies.
No spoiling.
But yeah, it's Solomon seeing Peter awaken might have been what awoke Solomon,
Ooh.
and seeing Solomon awaken and seeing Solomon what awoke inside Solomon and seeing the flies begin to like buzz and his eyes just beginning to light up. Kalinda most likely ran.
Ooh. Smart. They were just out of that bitch. They were like, nah, the vibes are off. We're going.
Because Kalinda obviously has seen this before, as as she is, her mythos is. And I don't think I said this on stream. Kalinda's Aladdin.
Oh, yeah, you did say it on stream.
Okay, cool. Kalinda is Aladdin, and obviously she already had her Jafar moment.
Yeah. Is her mythos Aladdin the character or the movie?
Aladdin the character,
Interesting.
but I'm using some of the City of Mists summoning stuff for the genie,
Ooh, I like that.
which I think Peter can also do with the sun,
I have so many thoughts of what he can possibly do. It's insane.
right?
Like, one uh that I could have used for the Kelvin situation, but decided to be really intense about it instead, is he could probably create kind of a gravitational pull to keep people from trying to worm their way out of a conversation.
Yeah, I was also thinking about that. I was
Why are we so in sync?
I was
Hmm?
also thinking about Peter just being able to sometimes appear or like change their voice to make it like so they can communicate with anyone easily.
Oh, yeah, because their mythos could talk to literally any animal.
Exactly. And also it would help Peter with deception and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, we got our first fade slash crack,
Uh,
and
I know what I.
we got it in premonition of all things.
Yeah.
That's
That's,
that can be really bad for you.
I'm scared, but there is a very good ability when I level up, and thankfully Peter disassociates a lot. I can fix it.
Because I think I think you were expecting to fail the time loop. You were expecting it.
Mm, yeah.
I think Peter was also expecting it.
Oh, 100%.
and we've got Peter up to mi -4 to Beelzebub's rage.
Free him.
So if I want to explain how the statuses work. If a status reaches to 5, Peter gets incapacitated. If it reaches to 6, Peter dies.
Oh shit.
It's permanent and potentially life-ending for the character.
Oh no. And here you were, you were like, you don't need a backup character. I'll kill you.
And I don't think these statuses are going to go away until Beelzebub or Solomon goes away. Uh, Here's another thing about Beelzebub.
Hmm.
There's a way to put Rift back to sleep. There's a way to suppress
Yes.
Mythos to the point that they go back to sleep. Is that what Peter's aiming to do?
Yeah. I was literally talking to Violet about that.
Cool. I can't
I also
guarantee you
have,
it'll work.
oh no, absolutely no guarantee. I have the headcanon that the sun failed the time loop both times because it didn't want to punish Solomon for Beelzebub's crimes. That's my personal headcanon.
I
I don't
think
know if that's canon.
I think that is canon because the sun has chose the first time,
Yeah, absolutely.
and the second time Peter had no control over the situation, which I want to point out feels like Peter doesn't have control, like is not used to not having control over the situation.
Yeah,
Like, is that a good assumption that Peter has fully been like in control of the situation, most situations, and this is like, oh shit, I'm not in control. This is what that feels like.
yeah. Because I think he got really focused on having a handle on things all the time post awakening because he didn't like not remembering something and he hated how helpless he felt having to try to ask other people about it. So having that taken from him again is terrifying.
That honestly makes sense because seeing Peter react to not being in control was slightly terrifying.
Oh, I'm glad? Question mark.
I'm gonna. I told you this, Gray. This
Hmm.
episode wasn't just stressful for you.
Were you also immobile for 2 days?
I was immobile for a day. I remember
Yeah.
I also took a full ass nap because
Yeah. Hmm.
the thing is this campaign this season at least has made me realize that I've connected with City of Mist so much that if I kill a character, I might actually like mourn and be sad.
Yeah. They're all. I love all the player characters and the NPCs in this season.
Poor Ezekiel.
Yeah. Sorry, I imagined you as Crunchy from Dan versus Ezekiel.
But yeah,
Was Ezekiel's mythos Crunchy?
I don't know who Punchy is.
That's fair. He's a stand-in hippie in Dan versus.
Oh, I don't think I watched
Yeah.
Dan versus. I think that was past my time.
Oh no, it was banned in Canada because
I've,
they had an episode where they destroyed Canada.
that seems weird.
Yeah, good show. It's free on YouTube.
Oh, oh wait, I know this show.
Mhm. So stupid. I love it.
I love it. Okay, we're gonna go into a little bit of a tangent. I love it when Tom Kenny just voices anybody other than SpongeBob. I find it so hilarious.
Yeah.
Tom Kenny
It's such
voiced the
a.
Penguin in the Batman 2004 TV series, and it's and I was watching it with Ronnie in the room, and Ronnie's like, "Who is that voice?" I'm like, "It's SpongeBob," and he's like, "Oh,
Tom Kenny is just that powerful.
yeah." Back to the back to questions.
Yes, yes. Uh, Let me look at questions because I have some. What has been your favorite session or just part of the season so far?
I love how lighthearted it is, and then just suddenly goes into intense. It's it's such
Yeah.
an interesting switch that happens every episode. We didn't have it happen
Yeah.
this last episode because we kind of just
Hmm?
we got into it last episode. We haven't got into it last episode just because it was a Peter-centric episode because Gray missed an episode.
Hi.
And
So you had to bully me?
yeah, I
Hmm?
bullied you. I bullied you for missing an episode.
Sorry.
And this episode, because it was such a Peter-focused episode, I got to flesh out how Beelzebub is dealing with the relationship with the Morning Star.
Ooh. Oh man, I bet the Morning Star really frustrates Beelzebub. I'd love to see an interaction between their mythos.
I I think we're going to see it.
Yeah. 'Cause I've been thinking about what the Morning Star's mannerisms would be. So hard.
Right? Also,
Yeah.
like it's just we're we have gotten into such an intense season. Like it doesn't feel intense, but it is.
Oh, absolutely. It feels intense to me.
Like there are moments where we're like having the lighthearted moments, mostly in like the time episodes that we've had for like the last two episodes where we're like, all right, we need to recover. I don't think we're gonna be doing a recovery episode for the next couple of episodes.
Oh no.
We've got
Peter,
7,
your
8,
fruity little ass is
9,
dead.
10, and then the season's done.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it would be weird if next episode was a recovery episode
Yeah,
because that would just kill the momentum randomly.
exactly. And we're not
That's what's nice. Hmm?
and we're not really able to kill the momentum anymore.
That's what's nice about pretty much all of us being the storyteller type is that we can recognize the momentum. Like I agree with Brennan Lee Mulligan saying it's really fun to play with comedians and people who are good at keeping the mood light and being sharp and quick on their feet. But I think there is a lot of very huge pros about also being storytellers because it's easier to see the narrative in a way and be like, okay, I know the narrative. My character doesn't know the narrative.
Exactly.
Hmm.
I am so fucking scared of the next couple of episodes.
How do you think I feel? I'm in a -4.
Yeah, yeah, you are. You are in a -4.
This is like being Mumford at 6 hit points in the final fight all over again. For so many rounds.
Oh my god.
Stressful.
And we've kind of set it up so it doesn't like it can be combat based,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be a
Oh,
mad
absolutely.
I think it's going to be a mad
Hmm?
dash into like running into trying not to get killed and also trying to I I think Liberty is not going to be trying to save Solomon. Seishi is currently a wild card. Carrie's definitely going for
Kill this bitch.
kill this bitch, and Peter is going to be going for I can do this. I can save him,
I
but
can fix him.
it's going to be at a price.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Did you get any questions from anyone else?
No.
Okay,
I asked, and all I got was, "What is love?" from Violet.
baby, don't hurt me
Don't hurt me.
no more.
Glad we answered that.
Yeah,
I think I have some other questions in here. Also, for anyone viewing Rolling Insight, post a question in the comments if you have any. Please, for the love of God.
someone.
Uh, oh, has anything taken you by surprise this season? Say she is a cop-out answer.
What? Why? Why is Seishi a cop-out answer?
Wild card.
I feel like Seishi isn't a cop-out answer.
Do you want to say safety?
No.
I won't give you cop-out points. Hmm?
Uh, I'm going to change that to everyone.
Eh?
Everyone's kind of a because we with this season we've gotten a lot of firsts. Violet laughing so hard that she had to like pause. Bree actually listening to the game and being an integral part of it. You emoting. How did
Yeah.
that feel, by the way?
It's hard. It's been years.
because I think that's what really like shocked me. Because I was just like, wait, what the fuck is Gray terrified?
Nah, nah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this bad? But yeah, we've had so many fucking firsts. It's like we it's like this is the first campaign all over again.
Yeah.
What has been the most surprising part of this campaign for you?
Ooh. Uh, I'll give my cop-out answer first. It's how invested everyone is in their own and each other's characters, because I think there's never been a point where I was like, that's an interesting choice for this character. Uh,
Yeah,
but like, oh God, such a masterclass what Bree did last episode. I'm so obsessed. It's truly like in a home game when Zarvkhan said, "I just lost two of my friends, and I thought I think I've lost another."
yeah,
It's felt exactly like that, but not quite in the soft way as much as it is Seishi being Seishi.
yeah,
Uh, God, that one did take me by surprise. But uh, I guess that is like a big part of it, like the overall sweeping part of what was surprising to me. Uh, but I also think that there is very distinctly different ways we interact with NPCs that feels like our characters, and I think that's always really interesting to see. And another thing, one more thing, uh, is that it feels so much like our characters are related. Like the ties between Seishi and Carrie, obvious. The ties between Liberty and Peter, also really clear. And I think that's really interesting.
yeah,
Also, the way Carrie lives, it always gets worse.
my
She
God,
said, if I die, they're going down with me. And I was like, man,
seriously. All right,
this is.
I
Hmm?
I have to go.
Oh,
This
okay. Have a good
uh
day.
this has been fun.
Yeah,
I I will see you well on Monday, I guess. Or
Sunday.
oh yeah, Sunday. I forgot it's Sunday.
Heavenly Resources Sunday.
Yep,
Be there,
it,
be square.
yep, and fan fiction reading. That won't be recorded.
Oh, yeah, that's just for us.
But yeah, bye. Back to the
Bye.
vote.